Welcome to Shomach Shava on the Dav Shir sponsor Lui Nishvas. I'm back with Shalom now Basitzchok. We're holding Bo Basra Dav Kuf Memhei. The Gemara Amud Beis gives us definitions of different parts of Torah. Atir Nechosim Atir Pumbi, someone who's rich in public, he's compared to Baal HaGoddess, someone who can darshan a goddess in front of everybody. Atir Sloim Atir Tekoya, someone who's ready, has a lot of money to use, to buy. And Atir Tekoya, different Pirushim and Mefarshim, but it means someone who's also ready to buy things immediately. And that's the Baal Pilpul. And Atir Moshich, Atir Kamas, someone who's rich with oil, with things that are hidden, Zeu Baal Shmuz, someone who has the Shmuz. HaKol Tzuchim Nemori Chadjo, that's the Gemara. Meaning Gemara is the owner of the wheat. So the Maharal Chidush HaGoddess explains it like this. The Baalei HaGoddess are considered to be people that everybody knows how rich they are, because they're able to darshan berabim, and they're teaching HaGoddess to everybody, and email everybody respects them and knows what they know. The next level is someone who has money in his hand. The way the Maharal explains Atir Tekoya is a takua in his hand. When it's stuck in his hand, he has money in his hand. He's able to do businesses right away because he has cash in his hand. So seemingly from the Maharal, that level is not as famous. Nobody knows as much that he's rich. But when a good business comes about, he right away goes and invests in it, and he's ready to do the business immediately. And that's the Baal Pilpul. Baal Pilpul is someone, you give him an idea, give him a shtickle Torah, he's able to figure it out. He's able to go ahead and go through the Gemara and understand what's going on. The next level is one that the richness is hidden. Nobody knows what he has. But when really we need something, then it comes out. And that is the Baal Shmuz. Baal Shmuz is, we usually don't know if he knows something, does not know something. But when we're looking for a Mishnah, looking for a Gemara that nobody else knows, he's the one who knows it. So according to the Maharal, the three levels over here is a very famous rich person, someone who's rich when you need, he's able to do it every time something comes in front of him, and then someone that you don't find out until only once in a while. Now the Ben Yoda seems to go in a little different mahalach, because he says the Baal HaGoddess, what is Baal HaGoddess? That is Pumbi, everybody knows he's a Baal HaGoddess. It's a little bit of a chisorin, says the Ben Yoda. Because Baal HaGoddess, the darshan berabim, is somebody, he's not saying his own divrei Torah. He just knows how to be melakit, how to take from this person and from that person. He collects together many divrei Torah. People in public think he's very rich. People think he knows a lot. But really he's not. He's not such a chachma to be a melakit. So he explains, talking about someone who in the business world is a broker. He brokers, he buys and sells. But really, he doesn't really have anything. He just knows how to collect things together. That's the Baal HaGoddess. When we get to Baal Pilpul, nobody can be mefalfel. You can't really come with a new idea and learning if you don't actually own the learning. It says like a bank who has money and he can trade the money, but he needs to own it. It has to be in his own safes. And Atir Mashach Atir Kamas will just add that Ben Yoda adds that's someone who sells things in what large quantities. Not so clear how it goes with his mahalach. And before, the Baal HaGoddess is not a real owner, while Baal Pilpul is a real owner. Now it's interesting to be Mitzayin, as we mentioned in the Maharal and the Ben Yoda, when they speak to Baal HaGoddess, that in Ovos Dav Nosan, Perek Chavtes, in the end of that Perek, it brings over there Pinchas ben Rabbi Yitzchak ben Pinchas Oimer. Kol mi sheyesh biyado medrash ve'in biyado halaches. The medrash seems to be the HaGoddess. Lo tom tam shechochva. The halaches is the chochva. Kol mi sheyesh biyado halaches ve'in biyado medrash. Lo tom shehiras chet. In other words, you need both the halacha and the Haggadah. Hu ha'yomer kol sheyesh bo midrash ve'in biyado halaches ze gibor ve'in mezuyon. It's a strong man, but he doesn't have weapons. Kol sheyesh biyado halaches ve'in biyado medrash chalash v'zayin biyadoi. It's a weak man who has a weapon. Yesh biyado ze v'zeh gibor mezuyon. So we have to have both, maybe more in the mahalach of the Maharal. The last part of the Gemara says that everybody needs Morichitaya is the Baal Gemara. So explain to the Maharal, what does it mean? Baal Gemara means something that you get by Kabbalah. Shmuis is something that someone who's a Baal Pilpul is able to on his own get to the Shmuel, get to the idea, the missing piece that we're looking for. But Gemara is when you give a Kabbalah from a Rebbe, that's something with all the people and all the wisdom the person has, he can never reach it on his own. And hence the Maharal says That's what we learned. Rabbi Yosef is called Sinai. Sinai is the one who has the Gemaras. And Rabbi Yosef, we need him. We need the Sinai, the Baal Gemara. The Beersheva in her years, Daf Yudal, brings our Gemara that the one who has the Gemara, he's the one who has everything. If you have the Gemara, you have everything you need. Someone who's a Baal Pilpul, but doesn't have what to learn with, it's not worth a lot. But if you have the Gemara, now with that you could be satisfied. So says the Beersheva, the Chur comes out from there, that Sinai, Sinai is better, because you know the Gemara. So he asked, the Gemara in Shabbos, Tavamadav says, when a person comes to Din, so they asked him, Pilpalta b'chochma. They don't ask if he knew. They ask if he was a palpilon. So Mashra, that's the more of an emphasis. Answers the Beersheva, the Pshah is like this. When a person does pilpul, so he's moiser atzmal divrei Torah. You get much more reward for that than being a Sinai. Sinai, not necessarily, a person has to toil as much as one is doing pilpul. But what the Gemara is saying over here, that a pilpul is not so great, we talk about somebody who is smart on his own. He didn't really moiser nefesh for that. So then what's greater? And we can add to the Beersheva. For other people, what's the best, what's the most useful Tamil Chochem? The Sinai is more useful than the Palpal. But the one of those people, he gets more reward if he actually invested in it and it was more nefesh. So he brought over here a few of the Gedolah Mefarshim to explain the Mahalach of this Gemara. Anyone who wants to join Shomachshava email list to Hotzago, please email shomachshava@gmail.com.